to my virtual classroom. In class today, it's going to be a little bit different because although we're still doing Read, Write, Ink, I'm going to be teaching you how to write letters today. But we're still going to invite the boys and girls across the world to join in and be a part of this magical lesson. And we still have to do a Read, Write, Ink song because these are Read, Write, Ink letters that we're going to be doing today. So I want you to get up and get active as we sing and welcome you on set today. Sometimes I use my djembe. The children love the sound of the drum, and so do I. All right, boys and girls, today I'm not going to be introducing a new sound to you, but I'm going to be teaching you how to make what we call the curly letters. The curly letters. Yes, exactly so. So I just want to tell you, boys and girls, what you need for this lesson. You need a whiteboard and marker, or you need paper and crayon, or paper and pencil, any writing tool that you can find. So I'm giving you 2 seconds to run and get your book, run and get your pencils, your whiteboards, your markers, your chalk, whatever it is that you have to write on, because you're going to be writing. All right, so I'm counting from 10 to 1 and then from 1 to 10. And then when I say ready, you need to be here. 10, 9, 8, 7, go, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Some of you should be back already. I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And when I reach 10, you should be ready. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you there? 6. Come on. 7, 8. Hurry up. 9, 10. All right. You should all be back with your writing tool, your board, your marker, your crayon, whatever it is that you found, because this is a writing lesson. All right. So today we're doing the curly letters, and it's only 3 of them. These are the letters that you have to curl up and twirl over and curl around to make sure that they are written properly. All right. And so there are 3 letters that we're going to be revising, and then I'm going to start showing you how to write these letters. Are you ready? I am. So let's go. The first curly letter is E. E. You remember that one? E. That's right. E, if you want to call the name, the sound, E. Very good. Now, if you look on my board, you see I have E right there. However, I have an egg, and the egg, it is an egg. If you see the crack, it's crack open. And this is how we write the curly letter E. We have that egg, it's crack open. We want to get the egg from inside. So we do lift off the top and scoop out the egg. That's the rhyme that we're going to be using. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Lift off the top and scoop out the egg. In my class, we have a great time just learning how to write this sound. All right, it's a curly letter, so we gotta lift off the top and scoop out the egg. Try that for me. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Lift off the top, scoop out the leg. Now remember that when you start writing, you don't need lines. You just need your plain paper or your plain board. So I'm gonna use this plain part of my board, and I'm gonna practice lift off the top, scoop out the egg. You know your mommy cracked that egg and she, or daddy, we lift off the top of the egg and then we scoop it out. All right, so lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Let's go. Get your writing instrument, your writing tool ready, and you're using the tripod hold. That simply means try means 3. So you're using 3 fingers and you're going to be gripping your writing tool, not at the top, not way down at the bottom, but somewhere halfway there. Right? Just like so. See that? See that? You're holding it really, really firm. And then you go to your paper or your whiteboard and you do lift off the top. So we go across for lift off the top. And then we scoop out the egg. See that? Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. 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 There you have it right there. Go ahead and practice. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Lift off the top and scoop out the egg. Lift off the top and scoop out the egg. Lift off the top and scoop out the egg. That's where we write Let's do it again. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Lift off the top and scoop out the egg. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. That's the way we write All right, so we lift off the top by going across, and then we go around and scoop up that egg. So we go across and then around. Across and around. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Your turn. There you go. There you have it. Go ahead and write. Excellent job. And now I'm going to be, that was on your whiteboard or your paper without lines. I am now going to show you how to put it on the line. All right, so if you look over here, I have some pictures that are beside my lines. So we're using 3 lines, okay? But I'm starting over here first. Now, at the top line, we have a sun. We call it the sun line. Some of the letters that we do, it starts on the sun line way at the top, and it comes all the way down to the boat. Now, at the bottom of the lines, the last line, it's the boat. The boat is sitting on that last line. However, the boat starts on the middle line, so we call it the boat line. The middle line is the boat line. All right, so we have the sun line and the boat line. Now, this is where should be positioned in the line. It doesn't start on the boat line. It doesn't start on the sun line. It actually starts in the middle, between the boat lines. Both boat lines. See that? The boat line and the bottom line, which is the sea line. All right? So we go to the middle, just a little bit below the boat line. There is the boat, and it's in line with the middle line. And we go a little bit below, and we do lift off the top, scoop up the egg. So if you notice, when I lift off the top, it goes up and it touches the line above, and then it comes all the way down and it sits on the sea line. You see that? Let's try that again. So we start a little bit below, lift off the top, and then we scoop out the egg. Very nice. That's it right there. All right, so I'm going to try it on the plain line, because when you open your boat, you don't see sun, you don't see boat, you don't see water. You just see the plain lines. So you're using 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. All right, so Mr. E or is written right between the last 2, right there, the boat line and the sea line. So we go a little bit low, and we do lift off the top, and we scoop out the egg. There we have it. And as I said before, when we lift off the top and go up, we touch the boat line, and then we come all the way down and we sit on the sea line, lift off the top, and we scoop up the egg. If you can't manage this right away, just do it on the plain paper. The whole idea is that you learn how to write the letter, and later on, as your muscles develop a little bit more, you'll have more control to write it within the lines. So let's try it on the plain paper or your plain whiteboard. Remember the rhyme? You've got to remember the rhyme. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Let's try that. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Across we go, around and over. Across we go, around and over. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. If your mom or your dad is beside you, you could practice on their backs. Let them turn around like so and give you the back. And you just practice it right there and let them do it in your back so that you could feel the formation of the letter. So there we have it. E. Lift up the top, scoop out the egg. I love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, so we move from E to, that's it, you've got that correct. Now I'm going to take my board from around here because I've already drawn a beautiful flower with the stem and leaves. And if you notice, my flower looks like, doesn't it? There you have it. So this is my stem, and that's my petal or my flower. And then I have my leaves on either side on the stem. It looks like, there you have it right there. So for you to write, we go, let me use the marker so I could highlight and show you. So we go down the stem, and then we go across the leaf. From one leaf to the other leaf, down the stem, across the leaf. From one leaf to the other, to the next. Doesn't it look like on this side? I think it does. And if you're looking closely, you would definitely agree with me. It looks like, all right? So it's down the stem, across the stem. Down the stem, across the leaf. Down the stem, across the leaf. See right there? I could literally hear some of the children in my class saying, teacher, it's not like that. I hear them saying, teacher, no. So I hope you said that as well when I made that mistake. But let's go. This is it now. Down the stem, across the leaf. Down the stem, across the leaf. Down the stem, across the leaf. And if I was standing, I would have done a little dance to show you how we do it in my class. But we're not going to stand for this lesson. Down the stem, across the leaf. So here we go on your plain paper or your plain board, you are going to write it. So we go down the stem, across the leaf. Let's try it. Down the stem, across the leaf. One more time. Down the stem, across the leaf. I'm going to do it slowly for you. Let me get rid of E. And I'm going to do it slowly for you. Okay, so we do like a hook. There's the hook, and then we go down, straight line down. And then we go across. Not like this. I know some of you would do this. You have that there, and you go like that, and then you go like that. I don't want it like that. It's one flow across the leaf. So we give it a hook at the top, hook down the stem. And then we start from one side to the next, across the leaf, just like so. If you have done that, that's amazing. And you deserve a pat on your shoulder. Down the stem, across the leaf. 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 There we go. Down the stem, across the leaf. And that's it right there. So now I'm going to show you how to get it on the lines. And as I said, you may not get it in one day, but practice becomes perfect. So look at this letter. Tell me, do you think it's a short boat letter or is it a tall sun letter? Think about it. That's right, you know. I think it's a tall sun letter. So that means we have to start at the top. On the top line, way at the top where the sun is. The sun line is the top line, all right? So we put our writing tool, we're using the tripod hold, nice and firm, not too high, not too low, but somewhere there where we have good control. And we put it on the sun line. Remember, we give it a little hook. So we hook it, we bring it all the way down to the waters. What do we do next? Down the stem. What do we do next? Very good, I heard that. Across the leaf, you're so correct. Then we do across the leaf. That's it right there. And I'm going to put it on this line as well. Because in your books, you're not going to see the sun or the boat. You're going to see just the lines. So we started at the top, the sun line. Here we go. Remember to repeat the rhyme. Down the stem, across the leaf. That's it right there. Down the stem, across the leaf. If you have done that, that means you have done, and that's an excellent job. It looks like a flower. For flower, that's alliteration. When you know the beginning sound of a word or an object. Down the stem, across the leaf. Awesome job, guys. One more to go and then whoosh, we're out of here. One more to go. So let's erase. Let's get rid of, because now we know how to write that. And then I have left on my board what looks like, and everybody could tell me what this looks like. A what? Louder, louder. A snake. That's right, it looks like a snake. And this is easy because this snake looks like S. And guess what? This sound makes the sound of the snake. So you can connect those dots right there. And this one is so easy because all we do is to say slither down the snake. So we slither down the snake for slither down the snake. I'm going to use my marker and show you just how we do it. So we start right there and we slither down the snake. It's like we get on that snake head and we slide all the way down to his tail. Slither down the snake. So we're going to try that right now. Let's go. On the plain paper or the plain whiteboard. So we start here. We go slither down the snake. Slither down the snake. I'm using two motions like that. Slither down the snake. Slither down the snake. I like to get my boys and girls up, and I love them to use their bodies to feel the motion of the letters, and that helps them to be able to write it as well. So if you're out there and if you want to stand up and slither down the snake, you could do that. We start at the top and we slither, and then we go all the way down to the bottom. We move our bodies from side to side and we slither down the snake. So let's go again. Slither down the snake. And I'm going to do that slowly so that you could get it perfectly. All right, so I'm going to erase all of this again and do it slowly to show you what I have done. So I make a letter C. See that? And then I don't stop, then I go the other direction. That's it. It's easy. Slither down the snake. So I start by making a letter C. And then I don't stop, but I continue and go the other direction. Isn't that easy, boys and girls? Let's try. So we make a. There we go. We slither down. Slither down the snake. Slither down. And the body movement. Slither down the snake. Slither down the snake. One more time. Slither down the snake. Again. Slither down the snake. Slither down the snake. This one looks crooked. Let's go again. Slither down the snake. But if you write one and it's not as neat as mine, that's okay because you're just starting to write. That's fine as long as you get the motion and the direction at which your sound should go. All right? Slither down the snake, just like so. All right, so let's put it on the line. Let's put it on. We're taking off because I need to put way over here. Okay? And let me get back my water at the bottom. You know, some letters, they hang in the water, but we're not doing those letters today. So we have done eh, we have done f. Now slither down the snake. S. It's a boat letter, meaning it begins on the boat line right at the top of the boat, right there. So we put our writing tool, we hold it with a tripod, hold, and then we put it right there. And remember, we slither down the snake. That's it right there. It sits right on the waves, almost going into the water, but it stops right there in that space. And we're gonna put it over here again. The boat line is the middle line of 3 lines. All right, don't be confused. When you're writing with 3 lines, the boat line is the middle line. All right? So So we put our writing tool on the boat line, the middle line, and we slither down the snake. We slither down the snake. There you have it, boys and girls. We have done lift off the top, scoop out the egg. Lift off the top, scoop out the egg. We have done down the stem, across the leaf, down the stem, across the leaf, and finally we have done slither down the snake, slither down the snake. All right, now remember those rhymes as you learn to write your curly letters. And that's it for now, boys and girls. You have learned how to do 3 new letters, and I want you to practice, practice, practice. Practice on the plain paper first. Practice on the plain whiteboard first. Don't worry about lines so soon. Practice on the plain paper first, and then when you've got